And again, voting is important, and some people might say that my vote doesn't matter, and they'll say stuff like that. But when you're in Florida, in a battleground state, and that's important, it could change elections. So that was my intention, definitely, for this editor's letter to do. My name is Zachary currently the editor-in-chief of the FAU University Press. Political background, Democrat, registered Democrat, first time voting in a general election. Been to a couple protests, but that's about as much as my political background goes. When I was a kid, I wanted to know more about our country, and obviously when I did that, I looked more into the different viewpoints on the conservative side and the liberal side, and obviously I aligned more with what the liberal side had to say, and it gave me more motivation to be more active with politics. But this election has been, in my opinion, the most important election, especially since I've been alive. When you have a guy like Donald Trump in office, and I'm not scared to say this, I don't like the guy. I think he's been awful for us in America, and I think that while I don't like Joe Biden, I voted for Bernie Sanders in the primaries. I think that he is a necessary fit in the office right now to save us, I guess in a way, because I think when it comes to social issues, Trump is just absolutely awful to this country. The first night, the first couple hours of watching CNN, MSNBC, all the news stations, it seemed like this was going to be very close. Even though when some polls said that Joe Biden was going to win this pretty easily, but it definitely a relief when waking up the next couple days, you see that Joe Biden is taking up the votes in Georgia, Pennsylvania. He's keeping the lead in Nevada and Arizona. So it was definitely relieving. The past 4 years of anger and sadness, it's all gone now. Joe Biden, president-elect. Sounds pretty good. Any sort of Biden presidency, any candidate besides Trump is fine by me. Again, tackling what I personally believe when it comes to college education, student loan deferment, in a certain income level of having, free college university. I think that's an amazing plans. Tackling on climate change, because we're at the point where that could be irreversible. So another 4 years of Donald Trump is not worth it. I think that what Trump is doing is he's just being I sort of juvenile crybaby that he's not winning. Obviously, there's no voter fraud in Florida and other red states, but there's obviously voter fraud in blue states. I think that's a breach of democracy of not wanting to count every vote, saying that he should stop the count. I think that there's no legitimate claims that so far, and if there is, Biden is winning the popular vote by millions of votes, and I don't think those are fraudulent at all.